Hello, my ladies. Today we're talking about shame. Sorry, girls, I had a call. Now, what do I want to talk about? We're going to talk about shame. Something that has been used against African women for years is shame. It's shameful that you're 25, you're not married. It's shameful. And the shame is usually from the parents, the older women in the society, and the men who cannot even defend themselves in public. Someone who does not even have a caliber to be up to your level think he can talk to you. Let's talk about shame. Let's talk about the fact that some people in African society think that they have the audacity to shame other women for what they have chose. Oh, you're 25, you're not married. That's shameful. Oh, you're married, you don't have kids. That's shameful. Oh, you're 30, you're not married. That's shameful. Oh, your husband is cheating. That's shameful. Your kids were sent out of school for school fees. That's shameful. Your mother-in-law doesn't like you. By the way, most of the mother-in-laws are the worst. That's shameful. You're not letting your husband use your money. That's shameful. Shame, shame, shame. I am here to talk about shame. The shame that has been thrown at African women for decades and centuries. I'm here to talk about it. There was a code I learned growing up, and that's what I walk by. The code said, it is only shameful when you think it is shameful. I've done crazy things out there. I'm not innocent, but I'm not shameful. I'm not ashamed of it. As long as you want to spend your time shaming me for the things I've done, don't forget that you have your own things, and I can get people to talk about it. But even if you talk about the things I've done that you consider that they are shameful, I still don't care. Do you know why? Because you're just a human being like me. You're not God. I don't care about your opinion. I think you should focus more. See, when the society comes shaming you as a young lady who've made a decision in her life, like for example, that African girl who does not want to have kids, that's not shameful. That's your decision, and it works with you. Back to what I was saying. When the society comes shaming you, remind them that it's your life. You can do whatever I want to do with it. I want you to remember this as a young lady. When the African society comes to shame you, remember it's your life and you can do whatever you want to do with it. If they can't deal with that, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. Yeah. Don't be shameful for things you've done in your past. Don't be shameful that a guy said, oh, I slept with her. I slept with you too. It was a mutual thing. Why are you making as if it's a trophy, your stupid self? There's nothing shameful about that. If you're 30 and you don't have a kid, there's nothing shameful about that. If you're 30, you're not married. If you're 25, you're not married. If you're 40 and you don't have a kid, whether you want it or not, there's nothing shameful about that. I want you as an African lady, to spend your time writing down the accomplishments you've made. You have a degree, right? You passed through teenage years without having teenage pregnancy, right? And even if you had a child as a teenager, there's nothing shameful about that because you're one of the few people who decided to keep your baby. Be proud about that. Be proud about the fact that you can make a full-blown human being and walk this earth like nothing happened to you. There's nothing shameful about you going to the university and getting a degree. There's nothing shameful about you having kids, getting married in your 30s and having kids in your 40s. There's nothing shameful about you getting married in your 40s. There's nothing shameful about you going back to school in your 40s. I am talking to African women. Listen to me. There's nothing shameful about you going back to school in your 30s or 40s. There's nothing shameful about you leaving that toxic relationship as a woman. There's nothing shameful about you filing for divorce or leaving that man's house. There's nothing shameful about you wanting to take charge of your finances. There's nothing shameful about you standing up to your family and telling them that this is what I want. I don't want it all the way. There is nothing shameful about you being a woman with priorities. As an African woman, there's nothing shameful about you working in the corporate world. There's nothing shameful about you buying properties. I even heard that some pastors even go as far as telling women that when you have money, don't go around buying properties or a car, because most men will feel intimidated approaching you. We don't want their broke ass. You can keep them for your daughters, right? You're a pastor, right? You have kids, right? Keep them for your choir mistresses and for your daughters. We don't want them. As a woman who takes care of her bills, a woman got her own money. We don't want them. Keep them. Because I guarantee you, there are men out there who will worship the ground you walk on. There are men out there who will come with a piece of paper and a pen and be like, babe, teach me how you did this. Instead of being intimidated by your accomplishment. There are men out there who will say, this business, my wife can handle it. Like, so I would like to get your number so that I can get you and my wife inclined so that she can handle your bill. Because I promise you, my wife is a bulldozer. She knows how to make things happen. But first and foremost, as an African woman, I want you to understand that God did not create an incomplete human being. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I am saying this particularly for African women who are religious. There is no way on earth, the creator of heaven and earth, they say God that created animals, fishes, every livestock out there, both inanimate and both living and non-living things. There is no way a God who did all these things, built the solar system, the moon, the sun, the planet, will create an incomplete human being. I don't know how that got into your head, but I want you to know you're a complete human being. You're perfect the way you are. I need you to get to a point where you are okay being by yourself so that you won't be entertaining deadbeat men in the name of men. For my sisters out there who really want to say to that, you will meet a man who will worship the ground you walk on. You will meet a man who will be proud about you to an extent that his friends will be like, we've heard. Yeah, it's your wife. Your wife did this. Your wife did that. Your wife did. We've heard. It brings me back to what I said. Don't be ashamed to go for that degree. How many degrees do you want to go for? 15? Do it. And I need you when you're doing it, post it. Because I need to come under your comment section. I'll be like, congratulations, queen. Congratulations, my African queen. Do it. What car do you want? See, I don't know car names or brands, whatever. But what do you want? Is it Lexus, the latest Lexus? I don't know the name, but is it, what's that Elon Musk car? What's the name? Tesla. Is it Tesla? Girl, if you can afford it, buy it. What do you want to do? You want to own properties in your name? Girl, if you can afford it, buy it. If you cannot afford it, go back to school, get the necessary degree, get into that field, make the money, and buy it. I want you as an African woman to be so focused on your goals. When I mean your goals, I don't just mean monetary goals, emotional, psychologically, financially. I want you to be so focused on yourself that as you're working towards your financial freedom, you're working towards your emotional and psychological freedom. And if for any reason someone tried to shame you for things you do in the past, just tell them, let me tell you the things I benefited from acting that dumb. Do you want to know? Or do you want to keep talking about my past? If you want to stay in my past, you can stay there. Oh, it's done. I got carried away. Well, see you in the next video. Bye.